Alright, howdy folks. Kevin's here. I'm going to do my first video for my new YouTube channel, and it's going to be a walk to my range, through my range, and you can see my backstop and how far the property goes. So everything's pretty safe here. So I'll turn this around. Here we have one of the ranges here. My dog's not here. Hopefully the microphone's picking this up. I'm not a really loud talker, so I gotta remember to speak a little louder than I normally do and a little slower than I normally do. But you can see this is our range here. My dog loves the range, loves to go hunting, tracking, brings back all types of critters and parts of animals. He is a hunter-gatherer, and he's probably found a mole. We have quite a bit of wildlife out here. It turns around. We have quite a bit of wildlife. We have foxes on the property, run around. We have all types of birds, hawks, eagles, woodpeckers, blue jays, cardinals, robins, little chickadees. You'll see a lot of buzzards flying around on the property. When we first moved here, the only wildlife we would see would be deer and wild turkey, and then everything else moved in. So we got raccoons and possums and skunks and quite a few foxes. Haven't seen any coyotes lately. That's pretty crazy. So I can hear in the background the frogs. We have a lot of streams that have opened up and turned into ditches for the water to flow. The property is 16 acres in total. It's 1,200 feet deep, 500 feet wide. Take you for a walk into the woods. But let's go for a walk, see if we see any fox. Whenever I have a gun in my hand, I never see any fox. But normally I see one running around out here. But the soil composition is like 4 feet of clay and then bedrock. So when the soil gets wet, it can't really go down. It has to go up and be evaporated by the sun. So when it gets wet, it stays wet for a long time. We do have some friends that hunt on the property. He's harvested a few deer and taken pictures of some deer. It's kind of wet right now because we got quite a bit of snow last week, and the snow's melted. It's like 50 degrees right now. But pretty much the log over there is the edge of the property, like this one corner. We'll see if Cooper finds me. That's my dog. He's half Labrador Retriever and half Bloodhound. So he's a definite lover of hunting, tracking, and he likes to fight. He likes to spar. He's not very affectionate in that he won't just, come up to you and just be content, sitting in your lap or something like that. He wants to fight. He wants to spar. Wants to be active. He's I think he's 2 years old now. He was given to us by my brother's wife's sister. He bit her husband, and after that he wanted him out of the house. Apparently he was between the dog and a meaty bone, and Cooper bit him. I'm not sure how bad it was, but it was enough to want to get rid of him. So the first day we had Cooper, he was running around the house like crazy, trying to get used to everything. Everything was new to him, and he was getting into everything, getting into trouble, finding the kids' shoes and eating their shoes, and he finally started to calm down, like he was going to relax. He was sitting on his little bed. I was watching TV on the couch, and all of a sudden he starts barking and growling at me like crazy, like he's got rabies. And he comes over and he bites me on my leg. Not hard enough to break any skin, but he was definitely trying to get me up out of my couch, and he wanted to play. So he has been trained not to do that anymore, and he hasn't done that to me, at least. But he can be a nut sometimes. He loves to be outside. I'll be in the basement doing work, and he wants to come out here and run around. So let him out, but he usually doesn't come out here by himself. He won't go this far. They usually hang out, say on like a acre of our property, kind of patrol around the house, do some hunting. But that's the other corner of the property right there. And the range is like that way. So there's quite a bit of room for the bullet to drop before it leaves our property. We do quite a bit of shooting here. We have quite a few friends that come over and use our range. That's what the channel is going to be about, having some fun and reviewing some firearms. We'll do some gunsmithing, trigger jobs. My wife has her purchase permit. My son does, my oldest daughter does, my oldest son does, and I do. So we have quite a collection of guns when we come to the range to shoot. I grew up loving firearms. My grandfather was in the Buffalo Bill Wild West show when he was a youngster, and he was into target shooting quite a bit. Apparently he used to hunt when he was younger. He would hunt pheasant. He actually had a pheasant preserve on his property. He has had 50 acres. And so my father grew up around guns, and he got like a 12-gauge shotgun when he was pretty young, like 10 years old. And enjoyed shooting and hunting when he was younger. And then my grandmother convinced him that it was cruel and unusual to go hunting, so they stopped hunting. Until I came around, and I have a younger brother, and we would go hunting, and usually didn't get very much. Usually did a lot of walking. So hunting is kind of boring for me. I like a little more action, So this property here, do a quick loop around. We have a playhouse over there. Hopefully I got it in frame. I got a playhouse over there. And I have 5 kids, and we would play airsoft with their friends and paintball. Have a good time. But now everybody's a little bit older and not into paintball as much and airsoft. So we do target shoot. Generally like once a month we'll have some friends over. Shoot off a couple thousand rounds. Have a good time. On the range we'll try out our friends' guns. Seems like everybody that we know is into purchasing firearms and they want something different fairly often. So that's pretty cool. You get to shoot different guns, and I'll be doing reviews of the guns hopefully. So hopefully I'll be able to grab a gun, put it on camera, give you my take of it. We'll do a trigger pull and a weight so you can see if you've never handled any of those guns, give you an idea of what they feel like and the good and bad of them. Hopefully everything works pretty good. Hopefully I'll be able to remember to speak loud and slow enough that you'll be able to understand me. So that's going to be the trick. Because generally I speak kind of fast, and I'm sure that it would sound very, very slurry. So here's another stream that we kind of opened up and turned it into a ditch. Get the water to flow off. Like I said, the water can't go down. It's got to go up as far as evaporation, or it goes out on the stream. Oh! Let's jump it. All right.